Wow, just a normal day. Wait, what's this? TRK posted something new on his Instagram? It's review time. You guys like that intro? Anyways, guys, welcome to the TRK Climb to Greatness review. Okay, for the record, I know it came out bare time ago. I know it came out some weeks ago, but this is my third time trying to record it. The first time I tried to record it, basically, essentially, the footage corrupted for some reason. It just wouldn't let me use the footage to edit. And then the second time it happened was very, second time I broke my phone, right? And so I got a new phone. So I thought that the video saved to my iCloud, but then what happened was that's literally the only thing that didn't save for some reason. So yeah, today we are doing the TRK review. And by the way, so before we get started, I think I should just tell you guys that the way I review TRK tracks is essentially just I review it on his music ability alone. So I don't do it on on a greater scale. So I don't do it comparing to other musicians. Like I don't do it comparing to Quadeca or KSI or Logic, or I don't compare it to the big YouTube rappers or even mainstream rap. I compare it to just his rap ability in general. So yeah, this is my Climb to Greatness review. Also, before we get started as well, one more thing. Ryan, take it away. Hello, RDPM viewers. I want you to get hyped because the official RDPM merch site is open. You could buy beanies, stickers, and mouse pads. And this merch is cheaper than any merch on YouTube. And if you buy a piece of the merch and post it on your Instagram story and at me, you will get a free shout out, plus I will follow you. So go to the website, link in the description, and get a piece of RDPM merch yourself. So yeah, you should definitely listen to that for sure. But yeah, there's also going to be more original content coming soon on this channel and the RDPM Extra channel. You guys will see soon enough. It's just this video and another TRK video, then we're the first track.
Your anxiety, there's a variety of things that I could say, but ever since you came.
Okay, so the lyrics are 6.8. All the things he said in the song really works for the style of track it was. So yeah, I give Dear Anxiety lyrics a 6.8. It was very on theme for the track, nothing out of the ordinary. So yeah, 6.8. I think he deserves a 6.8 on the lyrics there. The flow's 5. The flow and again the beat, they really work together. It was pretty good. It wasn't like oh my gosh, this flow was crazy or anything, but yeah. Song is Scoped. We here with the GOAT, also known as TRK. Nice, that ain't the way we play. Unlike Joda Lodge, we have a good leg. You gotta scope right when you blink. Featuring Shadow and RDPM. I don't know who that is, but you know. So yeah, we're gonna rate this on Cadence because it's his mixtape. So yeah. So the lyrics are a 4.9. Cadence has had better lyrics in his day. Don't think the lyricism was anything to get crazy about. It was okay. The flow's a 5. Again, not the best flow ever, but at the same time, it's not terrible. So it's middle tier. This flow is kind of middle tier. Creativity's a 3. I would give it a 1 or 2, but the concept that we all went for was a tiny bit creative. But altogether, this track reminded me of Four Horsemen. It just reminded me of a worse version of Crypt, Quadeca, Dax, and Screws, Four Horsemen. The beat's a 4.6. The beat is a 4.6. It is good, but there are better beats. So yeah. Personal bias, it's a 2. I don't think I was biased, even though it's my track. I think I give it a fair judgment. I don't think I was biased at all for this track, by the way. Because if I was biased, I'd be like, it's a 10. I carry. But yeah, what the point is saying that? We all know it's not true. The hook. So yeah, also, I'll be rating the hook as well. I guess I should tell you, every track that has a hook, I'll be rating the hook. But this time, I'm not going to rate the hook because I'm not a dick. So I'm just going to be explaining what certain lyrics in the hook mean. Basically, essentially, we're here with the GOAT, also known as TRK. That's not me saying Kane is the greatest of all time. It's saying, on the track, he is the greatest out of me and Linka Plushies, okay? By the way, check out Linka Plushies. I will link his addition to Scoped in the subscription down below. If you do want to check his addition out, I think that'd be amazing if you guys did. Get his to 50 views. Mine's already on like 90 something. Stop watching mine, start watching his. So yeah, that's what that meant. And then what was the other line? We got a bit, it's like Logic and Jonah, we got a better link. Yeah, so it's like compared to yeah, something like that, basically saying, because wasn't there like Royce da 5'9", something like that, but then there's a double entendre, like they had a link to meet up, but then his name is Link, if you get that. Anyways, Shadow's verse, I give him a 5 because for how well he did, the flow and lyrics especially, and for his age, it's fantastic how well this guy did for like his age demographic and just like everything he did. His lyrics, his verse was just a 5 altogether. Okay, Fido is a 4. The Fido is a 4.9. It's not amazing. It's middle tier, but it's still better than TRK versus Kaden and Rhodes.
Hello little janitor, you look a little lost. This is the cost of success because I'm not your boss. Bro, what do you mean, bro? Like, Kaden, why are you walking in?
Echoes. Lyrics are an 8. There are a lot of throwbacks to older songs, which this song needed to be good in this song. So, time recording, Kaden actually has said to me, here's a little inside the mind of TRK up in here. TRK actually says to me that he wishes he added more throwbacks in Echoes than he did. But I think the throwbacks were freaking amazing in this one. I think they were pretty good. So yeah, 8. The flow is a 6.9. 6.9. The flow is wildly creepy, but in a way it goes off, you know? Creativity is an 8. This song was really creative with the throwbacks and the cut at the end talking about Janice. Also, you might forget, but this is how he revealed everything about the mixtape. In his YouTube version, he talks about the mixtape and shit on that. So that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, the beat is a 7. The beat and the flow match really well together. The beat as well as the flow are pretty creepy, in my opinion. It's like, it gives me like a creepy but good vibe off. It's not like creepy like Possessed, but it's not like, yeah, that's what I mean. It's kind of like creepy. It's weird. It's weird, man. Personal bias. Now with this track, I don't think I have a bias. When I first listened to it, I thought it was meh. But listening back, I like it a lot more than songs like Dear Anxiety. So yeah. So the final rating, I'm giving it a 7.8. I think Kaden will be surprised by that.
I am a murderer, I'm so sad like the flu. If you find Missouri corpses, I will kill you. I am a murderer, I will find you. Doesn't matter if it's day or night, I will kill you in front of your family. And they won't cry at the sight of your grave because they will also join you. This is my petty revenge. I'm just happy to be with my friends.
Okay, so the next song is Friends. The lyrics are a 9.3. The lyrics are crazy. Kaden just sounds insane in this track. Holy moly, macaroni and cheese. Catch the wheel. The flow is like a 5. The second is a 7, and the third is an 8. The flows just got better and better as the track went on, in my opinion. So yeah, your boy. Creativity is a 10. The reason I'm giving the creativity is a 10 is because this is so creative and sick. I don't know if I should be gassed or scared. Nobody has ever done something like this, excluding no. But he never made a track killing his friends. He made a track killing his ex-wife. Okay, like, and also I don't think he was copying M because it's just inspiration in it. Like, that's stupid to say. He's copying Eminem because he made a dark song. Huh? That's like, what are you talking about? That's like saying, oh, you named your song, you named a mixtape your first name, you're copying Logic. Like, that just, it makes no sense. Like, anybody's copying anybody, essentially. Beat was the worst out of the first beat was the worst out of the 3. I'd give it a 4. Then the second beat is the same as the flow, which is a 9. With the last 2 flows sounding creepy as F. Honestly, I just want to move on. The hook is 5. It's not an amazing hook, but it pretty much sums up the whole damn track. So, personal bias. I think I have more bias with this track. Not because he talks about killing me, but more because I know all the references in the track. If you were to listen to this and not knowing anything about TRK or Gravir or Kai, you would not really get the song and everything behind it and blah, 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 okay? You wouldn't really get this track that much. Okay, the final is a 9.3. Ooh.
I just smoked a bitch, and I just smoked a cig. I feel so high that I felt like I died in the shit. I just smoked a bitch, and I just smoked a cig. I feel so high that I feel like I died in the shit. I just smoked a bitch, I just smoked a cig. I feel so high that I felt like I died in the shit. I just smoked a bitch, and I just smoked a cig. I feel so high that I felt like I died.
Vibe. Lyrics are an 8, but for different reasons. In the first verse, it sounded like he was rapping about whatever he wanted. It gave me real Bobby Tarantino vibes. But in the next verse, it gave me a Everybody Dies vibe based off the lyrics. Like, it said something like, he said this verse is more personal than the first, which if you listen to Everybody Dies, Logic says,
I had some shit I had to get off on my chest in that first verse, but this verse come first when it comes to importance of message.
That's what it was, okay? The flow's a 9. The flow is definitely the best part of the track. The flow was amazing. In my opinion, it's Caden's best flow. Whoa. What? Okay, creativity is a 1. There are a lot more creative tracks, and this track didn't really have anything creative. The hook, it's just not creative, okay? Like, it's a good track. I'm not denying it's not a good track. Just creativity, it's not there. And that's okay. Not every track has to be super creative. The beat's a 7. It's a good beat, but it really works well with the track. So, like, yeah, come on then. The hook is a 9.9. The hook is definitely Caden's most catchy hook. Maybe not the best hook lyric-wise, but definitely the most catchy. So, lyricism-wise, I wouldn't say it's his best hook. If you're counting lyrics, not his best hook. But if you're counting everything else, it is his best hook. Most catchy hook, my favorite hook, definitely. Come on now. Personal bias. Now, with this song, Caden will know I have been hyping this track up so damn much because it's amazing. And part of it is because you don't need to listen to every single part and analyze it. It's just a song you can listen to while chilling, and that's why I like it. So the final is the first 10. Confetti. I'm just saying to you guys, if you saw that raw footage, that is like, you're gonna be excited because it's gonna be playing music and confetti. But bro, if you know what, if this video gets 3 likes, I'll post the raw footage on extra RDP, I might.
My name is Young Cobes, and you know my name, and I'm not lame. I be playing these games and scoring just for fun, like that one time when I scored 81, just like the last one. Oh, when I scored 60 this week, my song's taking every lead. I'm going to reach my peak. How many rapper songs have I followed?
Okay, Young Cobes. Lyrics, it's an 8.8. The lyrics in this track are Kobe referenced, basketball reference, and lyrics are really well done in that aspect. So yeah, lyrics, 100% best part of the track. I think if the lyrics weren't good, the track would be awful. The flow is a 7. The flow goes well with the type of song that it is. Yeah, it's cool. Guys, know everything about that? You know, I'm gonna just tell you. So, Caden said this to me, and honestly, Caden, if you get mad, fight me, bro.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
I'm just kidding. I do not want to get hurt. So basically, what was it? TRK, his character TRK is trap, Caden's boom bap, and then Young Cobes is drill. And there's a lot of backstory with Young Cobes. Like, he was supposed to be on Lost Emotion, but something with like the fact that the beats, it was SoundCloud. If it's not a free beat, then they'll just take the song down. So then Caden found a different beat. He switched up the lyrics a bit apparently, and yeah, that's the track. So creativity is a 9. Very creative. Young Cobes, a new character, very cool. Also, a little connection that I thought was cool was Young Cobes is actually what Caden is. What? Is actually what the mixtape's about, the climb to greatness. And in the track, you can hear him. Young Cobes is on his climb to greatness. This beat is so holy, and he's not even atheist. Hold up, that's later in the track. Calm down, you little brat. I got the freestyles. Come on now. Come on, bro. Yo. Bobby Boy Records, sign me, bro. Come on, sign me, Bobby. Come on. The beat is a 7. The beat, like the flow, I think goes well with the track. The hook is a 6. The hook was lyric-wise was his best, but it's not a catchy hook. Best hook, lyricism, best hook. Catchy-wise, everything else-wise, it's not. Personal bias, I think this track did not have a personal bias because I was hyped. I was not disappointed, but yeah, the track pretty much met expectations. It didn't go beyond what I thought it would go beyond. I didn't go beyond my wildest dreams, but it didn't disappoint me. It was definitely everything I thought it would be, and that's it. It met expectations. So, the final is an 8.2.
I want to come back so my kids don't have to be alone like me, so I tried to stay strong, but sadly it wasn't long until I died. I I didn't want to die, but my kids were about 7.
Invest in happiness. Lyrics are 9. Now with this track that are so lore heavy, the lyrics are gonna have to be good. I mean, I'm feeling good that I knew Jack's backstory and that he married, had kids. The only thing I have question is, did he get his job as the CEO from Sold My Soul for Money, or did he find a new job that and was not that much, and he didn't get that much money from it? So did he get a new job, or is he still the CEO? So yeah, the flow is a 6. It was a good tracks, but like again, you focus more on the lyrics than the flow or the beat. So with these tracks, you don't really pay attention to like the song at all. Creativity is a 10. It's cool. Caden wrapped up Jack's story from Lost in Motion, and this was Caden's own vision, and he created a little mini series, which is pretty dope. Beat is a 6. Again, I like with the flow, you don't focus on stuff like the beat or the flow, more on lyrics. Personal bias, I actually have no bias with this song because I didn't fully get the story of Jack until Caden told me about it. I didn't even know it was connected in closed doors until like September, so like, yeah. Okay, so the final I give is an 8.2.
I'm underground, I feel like I need to have the right to live life how I want it. So I type on my phone and let myself be alone in my home or in my room or in the basement. And please don't make TRKs choke you out with my shoelaces.
Underground. Do I have to do this? Fine, I'll do it. Lyrics are 6. I mean, this track is kind of all over the place, but both in a good and bad way. But I mean, it was decent lyricism, not the worst of all time, but probably the worst on the mixtape. Flow is a 7. The best part of this track was Caden's flow. He flowed really well on the track. Creativity is a 1. There was close to no creativity on this song whatsoever. The beat is a 7. The beat was also a 7. Again, the beat is the best. The beat / flow are the best part of this track. Personal bias. I know it sounds like I have a bias against this song, but at times I liked it more than Dear Anxiety. But listening to it back, the rest of the mixtape, it's just not as good as I first thought. The final I'm giving it is a 4. Now, I still do think it is better than TRK vs. Caden and Rose. There are some tracks like Sold My Soul for Money and Nuke. Those are better. But most of the tracks, but this is better than most of the tracks in Lost in Motion, which really says, in my opinion, Caden's worst song in this project is better than most tracks on the Lost in Motion. So that's improvement right there. Pat yourself on the back, Caden.
More levels, I was bringing in percent hammers. You're completing that there's a person that's fucking dead. They rhyme me out to the fucking feds. After this song, gonna be the right killer. Oh wait, already here. You try to hate me, but deep down, you're just a fan. I committed some sins, cut the body so thin. Ready, dark lyrics like I'm shady. I bet I could rap what I made it. Gotta rap more modern. This track is getting a lot harder. At this point, I commit some slaughter in the house. You don't know what I'm about, but it was growing like a sprout out of
Bars After Bars 2. So, Bars After Bars 2 lyrics are 7. I already know me and Caden will have disagreements about this track, but yeah, the lyrics were pretty good. I mean, nothing new of relevance. The flow is a 9. The flow was the best part of this track. He rapped fast and made a Nuke reference in there, if you saw that. The flow was sick with the beats. Both are 9s in this little universe we are in. The creativity is 7. The creativity is there. The track was a throwback to 2020 song, Bars After Bars. But the first Bars After Bars was a lot different than this one. So what I meant by that, so basically, Caden switched my mind on this, Caden. You swayed me. So basically, I used to think, wow, this is nothing like Bars After Bars 1. Bars After Bars 1 was boom bap, man. It was boom bap. And then this one was fast, right? So then Caden said to me, what about 44 more? And bro, my mind exploded, okay? So Caden, you swayed me on that opinion. I don't care that it's different, bro. 44 more, you know what I mean? So yeah, you swayed me on that half, Caden. You swayed me on this one. I like this, the beat is an 8. I like the beat quite a bit. Not as good as the flows, but still decent. Both are 8s, by the way. Personal bias. Again, don't really have personal bias with this track. One of my problems I have with it is Caden kind of hyped it up a lot. I think, personally, Caden likes this track the most, being unbiased and personally. I do not think it's his best track on the mixtape. I give it a 7. You know what? So when I wrote this, it was a 7.9. I'm giving it an 8. I'll give it an 8, okay? I'm gonna give it an 8 now because you changed my opinion on a lot of things. I listened to it a couple more times. I do like it more. I'm not salty about it. I will give it an 8. I'm not giving it a 7.9, bro.
The kind of greatness, this beat is holy and I'm not even atheist. So join me on this climb and listen to all the rhymes. I'm just like a silver coin about to shine. This the kind of greatness, this beat is holy and I'm not even atheist. So join me on this climb and listen to all the rhymes. I'm just like a silver coin about to shine, yeah, about to shine.
Okay, so the final track on this list, by the way, I didn't do the skits because I couldn't give two shits. So the last song, The Climb to Greatness. Lyrics are 8. Everything this guy was saying, you can hear from the way he was saying it. You know he meant it. It was pretty simple, but that's what makes it awesome. You know what I mean? The flow is a 10 straight up. Musically, excluding lyrics, this is his best sounding song on the mixtape. It's like the song you can be like, Climb to Greatness. It's just like, this is like he sounds like a musician. He doesn't sound like, yo, everything I say means something. It's like, it's good. Beat to 10. Beat to flow. My favorite things about this track. I'm gonna have to give it a 10. Creativity is a 1. This is a good song, but it felt about his music, so there was not a lot of creativity. So I don't think it's fair to rate creativity on this track. The hook is a 7. It was a pretty good hook. It wasn't his best hook, but it was still pretty good. Personal bias. Now, with this song, I'm a bit biased. How it sounds, but I was fair with the lyrics. Come on, I'm not gonna rate this like a 9 or 10, but that's just because the lyrics weren't there in my opinion. Lyrics were better in the lyrics were a better version of Underground in my sight. I'm gonna give this an 8.3. So yeah, I rate this over Bars After Bars 2, by the way. So okay guys, now comes the time where I rate every single track in order from my least favorites to my favorites. Now this is me being biased, okay? This isn't me being unbiased. This is my favorite songs. So in order, my favorites to least favorites. I'm sorry, but did you guys really think you're gonna get my biased opinions about this mixtape? This whole review has been unbiased opinions. So Cadence released a tier list, so this is what I'm gonna have you all do. If you want my biased opinions on every song, so my personal opinions from my favorite and my least favorites, you're gonna have to check out next week on the Extra RPM channel. There will be a tier list, so check it out. Yeah, guys, I hope you did like that. And now my final rating is a... Sorry I'm doing this again, guys, but I just want you to check out a preview for a video in the future. Oh.
So, how's this?
It's gonna go pretty good. You know, I'm directing the thing, so basically... 9. This mixtape is a 9. This is a really good mixtape. There were some... But yeah, for mostly this was a really good mixtape. It was a 9. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to hit with a like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Check out all the socials. Check out TRK and the Climb to Greatness in the description down below. And I hope you guys do enjoy it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
I'm so close to the peak, but so far at the same time. Me and you aren't on the same line. You in the harbor, I'm just with a friend. Yo, can you lend me the mic so I can talk some shit?